Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Haru, and today we're gonna make a Mobile Legends tier list. Why not? And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe, the usual, and let's get this very long video started. Alright, we have a list of heroes here, and I would say that some of them have not been placed yet, so I'm just gonna add in my own list of those heroes that are not included. Like for example, Fredrin. I hope Fredrin is here. I mean, we'll figure out along the way. I can't literally see every hero here. But yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so there's a different class. SSS is like too good. It needs to be removed from the game. And D is of course strict dickhead. Alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna start with maybe the top to bottom, or I have no idea. So I think I'm gonna start from the top. Alright, so Amon. How about Amon? Is Amon good? Amon is alright. If you know how to play him very well, then he is really good. But in the early game, damage wise, he's not really very good. If he's very consistent and he gets some kills along the way while jungling, I am very sure that he's a very good character. But only to mid to early game, I think he's really strong. But when it comes to end game, when players get their items, he's not really that good of a character anymore. So I'll give him maybe an A. Why not? An A. Sounds good. Alright, again, Akai. Oh my god. So many players have been using this guy as a jungler, and you know this character is good already. If you are using a tank as a jungler, yep, you're just different, alright? You're just a different tank. And there's nothing this guy can't do. He can do damage, he can do CC, he can do blinks and jumps. Holy shit, this guy is packed. And especially if you're doing a lot fight, or if you're doing a turtle fight and you're trying to compete for the turtle buff or the lord, he is the guy that you want in your team. He can just push people away, stun their skills, and you know, make your life really hard if you're going against him. So I'm gonna put him as a top tier. Top tier. And how about Aldous? Aldous, early game, he's trash. He's a dickhead. A dickhead for D, you know what I'm saying? But for early game, he's really bad. But if you are very consistent with him, I've seen some Aldous farm or jungle before. And those good Aldous players out there, holy shit, you guys are amazing. I mean, in endgame damage, maybe they can buy, you know, like breastplate, they can counter here, but as long as the stats keeps going high and you keep targeting the low HP characters or low health characters like maybe MM or Mage, yep, all this is a really good pick, but he can be countered, so maybe an A, alright. Alice, okay, she's really good, she's very tanky, and she has a lot of regeneration, especially if you buy Oracle, the item with it. Wow, she's a beast. Or Queen's Wings or something. Is that what it's called? I hope that's what it's called. So I'm just gonna give her I give her a B, I guess. She can get really melted down by enemy marksmen, I'm very sure. Unless she has superb positioning, which is very rare among players, so I'm just gonna put her at B. Alpha, okay. Don't get me wrong, Alpha is really very good, but at times if you miss his ultimate and there's a team fight, right, he is going to be very vulnerable, I guess, because his ulti is his only dependable skill, and unless you're talking about endgame where he got all the items and his last use like one hit max health, is like bitch, I don't give a fuck about your damage, then yeah, he's really good. But in any case, she's really good in team fight actually. I just gonna be an S because a good alpha player that has good positioning and ambush, he should be an S tier, that's for sure. Okay, and Alucard, oh man, we don't even talk about Alucard right now. Alucard will get destroyed in this season. Alucard is just way terrible for this season. So I'm just gonna put him maybe. I mean, he's alright, but if your enemy team is having maybe an Atlas or Kufra, good luck turret diving, and good luck trying to get an MM, cause you know, basically your passive is actually jumping and there's so many counters to you, so yeah, Munton has to do something about it. So maybe, I mean, the most I can give you is B, I guess, but you know what, I'll give you a B, alright? I'll give you a B. You do have some good moments. Maybe that's why Munton gave you so much skins, but nobody really wants to buy it. I'm sorry. Alright, okay, Angela. Angela is really very good in team fights, and she has sustainable damage if you buy the right item. So I mean, there's not really much to talk about Angela, am I right? So I'm just gonna put an A, I guess. And Argus, holy shit, this guy is a menace. Alright, he can be countered quite easily. That is very true, but his ultimate is so annoying, and if he gets hold with you with his hook, I mean like the first skill, the grapple on you, wow, I guess you're dead. And in early game he's really very good. In side lane, unless you're going against, you know what? Matter of fact, he's very sustainable. In early game he can clear minion waves very fast. He can also farm in early game very fast. Like if you're trying to get extra EXP or maybe compete for the crab, Argus is really very good for that. So I'm just gonna put Argus at maybe A. Okay, so Atlas, oh my god. Okay, Atlas has very less counters. Like Diggy, maybe you can counter him, or maybe a Purify skill, but rarely. Atlas Ultimate's cooldown needs to get nerfed. His cooldown is like what, 30 seconds including... No, that's excluding items that can reduce cooldown. And Atlas is just amazing, and he's so freaking tanky. He's so tanky. I can be playing like, you know, Bane or something, or Cho, that guy just does not die. Unless you're playing carry, of course, which is literally nicknamed Tank Killer. But Atlas, he's an S tier, man. He's an S tier. Or maybe even SS. His CC is just so powerful. And his movement speed is insane. Have you ever seen, like, if you're endgame and you're trying to destroy the enemy base, you see the Atlas flying out from the base, like, bro, how does this guy move that fast? I don't even know. Maybe SS, yep. And his ulti, if you're positioning it well, he's going to be very good in team fights. And he also has damage, I think. He has pretty mid-good tier damage. I don't know, but you guys are the judge. I mean, this is just my personal opinion, but for me, Atlas is just amazing. He's an amazing tank. And Alus, oh my god, these guys are so a beast. Why am I getting all the good characters right now? Okay, Alus, oh my god. And when I say that most fighters fail in endgame damage, because, you know, endgame is mostly rely on other MM to do all the damage. Well, no thanks to Alus. Alus' second skill and his upgrade at level 12 is just insane. This guy is so sustainable and his damage is insane. He's doing so much critical attacks with his second skill. So I'm just gonna put him at his ultimate is also really good. It slows down enemies, but it's just kind of slow. If Mobile Legends made his, like, you know, his ulti a bit more faster and maybe reduce the damage of his second skill, I think he'll be extraordinary at this game. But for now, maybe cause of his ultimate, I'm just gonna put him here. Alright, for Aurora, oh my god, I'm gonna give you a C instantly. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Your CC is good, damage is insane, but you are the one that gets ganked all the time. I always see Aurora players, and every time I go against Aurora, my whole team just jumps her and she's dead. No chance. If you're playing in Epic or Master or Grandmaster, then maybe, yeah. Maybe she's ass and you can counter her, or maybe the enemy is ass and you can play Aurora really well and your positioning is good. I'm very sure that Aurora will be really good to play in those kind of ranks. But if you're talking about Legend Leagues or Mythic ranks, all that, oh my god, do not play her, alright? If you play her, your team is going to kill you. I'm telling you that, okay? Alright, let's move on. Badang. Badang is a really good side laner, but his movement is not really very good. I mean, if you're playing really well, like you see all those YouTubers, yeah, he is a really good character. But I don't even know. Because if you're trying to run and let's say Atlas is in front of you, you're just gonna dash into him and you're not gonna move a single step. So B, I guess. But his ultimate is really very good. But most characters in this current season can just break down your shield and kill you. Unless you're buying like tanky items, then your damage should be there. So it's he could use some work. Balman, Balman is actually pretty good. I've seen him jungle quite a couple of times in Mythic games. So I'm just gonna put him at A. I mean, Balman is so boring. I don't really want to play Balman. Let me just look at him. Do you want to play this guy? I don't think so. Alright, Bane. Holy shit, I have played with my friends a lot, with my squad, and Bane, if you are doing really well and you're well fed, you don't die, your goal is sustainable, you're gonna do a loads of damage, especially to like MM and all that. With your passive, that's insane. But he does have his downsides, which is like he doesn't have a blink, which means you can get jumped, you can get stunned really easily. I mean, yeah, your second skill can cancel it off, kind of, but Bane is still easily killed. So I'm just gonna put it at B. I mean, don't get me wrong, Bane is really good, high damage, very good in team fights, but still. Okay, Barretts, oh my god. Why I don't get it. Why are the tanks being the junglers this season. I'm not complaining, but it does not make any sense. A tank is supposed to take damage, not do damage. But this guy just hits like a tank. Literally. This guy just erases your whole hyper. There's no point. And you know what's even worse? When he eats you, right? He gains more health. That makes no sense. Alright? And the worst part is if he spits you in a wall, you're stunned for like a good 1.2 seconds. I don't even know what's the timing. But Barats is insane. So I'm just gonna play maybe... Holy shit, yeah, his stacks to his passive is just insane. I'm gonna put it by the SSS. If you're playing really well with Barats and you know what's going on, I'm telling you, Barats is the character for you. Alright, and Baxia. I've not seen a Baxia in my game for a long time. Who do you play this guy? Why, is it cause he's ugly or is he just his ass? I'm pretty sure he's very tanky. He's one of the most tankiest tank in the game. And damage is quite sustainable, but like I said, wait, his movement is actually pretty good for the first skill, that's one thing. And his CC is also very good. But there's one thing that's missing about him, which I think he just moves really slow because he's a freaking rock. Or maybe, I don't think he's a bad tank at all. I think I'm just gonna play him A. I don't really have much experience on Bucks, yeah. He's just a rolling guy holding two walks. Yeah. Okay, I can bet tricks. Oh my god, this guy is definitely like maybe an SSS. Or maybe even an SS. The reason why is she has freaking 4 guns with individual ultimate cooldowns. Like individual, like oh my god, if you miss your first ultimate you can just switch your guns, boom, another ultimate, guaranteed kill. And you know what's even worse? Using your dash skill refills the ammo. Yeah, you heard me right, you refills the ammo. And that's just insane, man. I just can't. Beatrix is really good. And her DPS early game, she just dominates. And if you're really good with the sniper, oh my god, just stay out my game, right? Oh my god, okay, Bellaric. Let's move into the tanks. I've played tanks for a very long time already. And I see Bellaric, I think he's very underused. Let's say he's really good in team fights and very good in ganking actually. His first skill, which I don't know what's the name of the skill, what's it called? Okay, basically it just makes the enemy horny for you, okay? So when you hit the skill with him and it comes towards you, he can't run. And if you're doing that in early game, like against MM, holy shit, it's really good. Unless you're using like... No, not even 1-1. 1-1 can't dismiss that effect, right? We'll just call it the horniness effect. Alright. They can't escape from him, and his ultimate just holds everybody on the ground. So if you're in like a team fight and everybody's just all clustered together and you're using Bellaric, oh my god, you are just insane. You're just gonna pop off. And Bellaric roaming is also very good. He has a movement speed and he also has the damage if you keep attacking him. And I see most Bellaric players playing like Vengeance, which is a good thing because he just does more damage, and that actually helps the team a lot. And those Bellaric players out there and those tank players out there, wow, you're amazing. But the only thing I think about Bellaric, he's... how do I say, he doesn't really have like... Oh my god, he's actually a really good tank. I don't even know what to... Should I play him in SSS? I don't even know. I just feel that he's not as versatile as the others. Like the others, like Akai has literally damage and movement speed, but for Bellaric it's just kind of dependent on whether the enemy knows how to counter you or not. So I'm just gonna play an S. Okay, Benedetta, I'm gonna play an SS. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Your movement speed is insane. You are literally like having unlimited immortality item. Just crazy. And every time I play Mobile Legends, this guy just comes to your buff and he just loves coming and invading you. And if you're playing her really well and you got sustainable damage, oh my god, you are the most annoying hero in the world. Those good Benedetta players out there, no hate, but you are annoying. Okay, let's move on to Brody. Okay, we are finally moving on to the MM part. Brody has huge amount of damage, critical hits, all that. And if you're using, I don't know why people say Brody is bad, but if you're playing Brody really well and you know your positioning and you have a good tank on your team, which I recommend you play with a duo. If not, if you're in solo, don't play Brody. Just don't. Alright, if you have a good roamer and you have a good tank, in early game damage you can literally poke the enemy so much that they will get orgasms from it. He's just that annoying. And his ultimate range is so far. As long as you're in the circle for a little bit, you're just gonna get hit. And his damage is so high, even in endgame. Even in endgame, if you're going against like tanks or what, he can just dodge you. His movement speed is insane. And yeah, but I guess the only thing that differs him from other marksmen is that he doesn't have that much of attack speed. So if you're going against like maybe Clint, Claude, yeah, I don't think you're really gonna do that well. So I'm gonna put an S though. Brody is really very good. Okay, how about Bruno? Bruno Mars. I'm just kidding. Alright, so for Bruno, Bruno is actually he has very high damage in early game also. Very sustainable at bad tricks. But he does get ganked easily. He has just one dodge skill at him. But his ultimate is also very useful in team fights, which separates the enemy team from each other, from clustering together maybe. And he has also a huge damage. Maybe I just put him as, but he's just very easily countered, I guess. Most people can just buy items to counter his damage, most likely. He doesn't have a passive that helps him out. I mean, yeah, he has a bigger ball that can kick at you, but what's it gonna do, right? Alright, so moving on to... who the hell is this? Camellia. Alright. Camellia is... she is annoying. But... her ulti is very good, but... I mean, if you're using it right, it's really good, but it's very hard to apply the ultimate. If you're a really good user, then good for you. But for me, I think she's gonna be a B because her damage is kind of like people play as a roamer tank, right? I think so. But okay, in end game team fights, and if you're using the ultimate right, she's definitely really good. But I feel that if she's alone and you gank her, yeah, she's dead. What can she do? She just flies away. I don't know. Okay, Sicilian. Okay. Sicilian, though, he's really very strong. He's one of the strongest mages I would say out there. I mean, of course, if you build the stacks for Sicilian, then yeah, he's gonna get very powerful. And if you are losing very early game and you're playing Sicilian and you do not die, or maybe you just die a couple of times, like 1 or 2 times, you have a very high chance of epic comeback. It's like Aldo's, but this time you're way stronger and the stacks just increase. So the longer you play, I think you're just gonna one-shot the enemy. If you're playing for like an hour, you're just gonna one-shot the enemy. But that's very unlikely. There's no 1 hour match out there. I think not. Maybe there is. I don't know. But what I'm saying is Sicilian is very good. But the only thing that differs him from other, I mean, I couldn't put him at SSS because of he doesn't have a blink and he just get ganks easily. And the worst part about Sicilian is his second skill, you can't even put it close to you. You have to put it like at an exact distance. So I think I'll put him. My god, this is hard. S or A? I don't even know. He definitely is not SS. Alright. I think he's an S. Alright. His damage is really good. Okay, Chang'e, I'm just gonna put your S. Your damage is really good. Your ulti can just melt tanks, and you have a motion speed and shield too. And if you're using sprint, oh my god, you are just a flash. Alright. I'm not gonna debate about it. I mean, you can get ganked easily, but your shield is just very annoying. And if you're playing really safe, like near turrets, I'm very sure that they won't bother to gank you because you're just gonna recharge your shield and you're just gonna shoot a ton of stars in their asshole. So no, not definitely S, not SS though, because she does have a blink. And if you're going against a really good team, then you might have a high chance of dying to a gank. Okay, Cho is really very good. He has a lot of CC, movement, and he still has anti-CC cancelling skills, which is his second skill. I've seen a lot of good users out there for Cho. I don't even know their name, I'm sorry. But if you're out there and you see this video, just say hi. So, Cho, one character, he's really high damage, very consistent, and he's very good at ganking, so I'm just gonna put an SS. I don't really see why he's not... He's just really very good. I don't see why he's not SSS. If you're playing really well... I guess most characters can evade you, but if you're using the bushes correctly in the game and you're actually jumping the enemies using your flicker skill, using your ultimate and kicking it correctly, then yeah, you are the greatest Chinaman in the world. You're the best player in the game. You're just gonna dominate. With your damage is insane. You have the passive, which increases your damage by like a ton. And if you're buying the correct item like Blade of Hypothesis or something, I don't even know what it's called. Yeah, that's gonna really like input your damage. And you know what's the best part? You can play Cho as a tank, and this guy is just so hard to kill. Alright, and he has anti-CC cancelling skills, which makes him even more annoying. Alright, so I'm just gonna play SS. It's not really, I don't really see him in the meta, but he's really good. Okay, Claude is also very good. The damage is consistent. movement speed is there, and he also has a blink skill, so I'm just gonna be at SS. I think endgame damage is not really that consistent, so you know, SS. But if you're really good and you end the game fast with Claude, wow, with his Demon Hunter sword, his damage is gonna be insane in endgame. Okay, for Clint. Clint is one of the most underrated MM out there. Most people say he sucks, but no. If you're trying to third dive him, anti-third dive with his second skill, you just can't do anything when he sends you there. And his damage also is really good. Insane endgame. And I mean, you can gank him, yes, but you better be using I don't know, anti-CC cancelling skills if you want to really counter him. If you're using like even Leomod, I've tried to go against him with Leomod before, but he just cancels you so out, and his damage is just insane. He just spams his freaking ulti passive. First skill passive, oh my god, just shut up, just gonna play an SS, alright? Alright, so moving on to Cyclops. Cyclops is really very good. I'm gonna play an S. He has CC, he has movement speed, and first skill, I see those Cyclops out there, they make use of his movement speed a lot. And if you're chasing him and you think you can get him, he's just gonna use ultimate, run away, and he's just probably gonna kill you. You can't turret dive this motherfucker unless he doesn't have ulti. Which means he's just gonna run away. This guy is just insane. This guy is good. But let's say if it's like 3 player gank him, and yeah, he's gonna die. But he's an S, not really very good. But so far I'm seeing all those Cyclops players out there, they're actually doing really well. You're either really ass at Cyclops or you're just really good. So I'm just going to put you at S. It's just my personal opinion. He could go higher definitely, but for now it's S, alright? Diggy, oh my god, you're annoying SS. No question asked. This guy can kill you when he dies. Like what made Munton think about that? If you die, you are dead. You can't do anything. And this guy just kills you. What if his pathetic 5 damage and you die to that? You know how embarrassing that is? And you know what's the worst part? Atlas, you're watching this, right? You ulti the whole team. Oh my god, such a good team fight. I can finally ulti the whole team. Freaking Digger ultimate. What the hell do you want to do? And not only that, it doesn't only remove all CC effects. You know what it does? It gave them like what? 3/4 shield or something, I don't know. Like 1/4 shield? And that's just insane. That's just crazy. And that's for the whole team. This is why Diggy is way better than Angela. He just makes Angela irrelevant to the game. Alright? He's just way too OP. I think that they should nerf him, but I don't even know how they're gonna nerf him. Look at that bird, huh? He knows he's gonna cause you problems. Look at his eyes, huh? Oh my god, this guy is annoying. But if you're a bad DG player, then yeah, you're just gonna feed the enemy. Alright, Dyrov, I'm just gonna put a B. I don't even talk about it. Dyrov is really good in Epic. Yes, you think you're really good in Dyrov, but you're in Epic rank. You never see a Dyrov player in like Legend. Okay, unless you're very good at Dyrov, and I think a couple players they're really good in Dyrov. But for average users, nah, he's not a good pick. You really need strategies and everything. You need flicker. You are really good EXP. I don't recommend Dyrov jungle anymore, because his meta is just insane. So no Dyrov jungle at all. No. Okay, EDEF. I'm gonna be at oh my god, it's either S or A. Her ultimate is just really good. So I think I'm gonna be an S. She has high damage input, which means that with her ultimate as a marksman she damages a lot, she does a lot of damage. And also as a tank she takes in a lot of damage too, which means she has a lot of CC. Her CC skills are insane. Imagine you are just walking past a bush and she flips you into your team and you're just dead. You're just dead. She just flips you. That's all. Yeah, you're not gonna even see it coming. You just see one big ass robot just do a suplex on you or something and then you're dead. And if you plan on running away, EDEF just comes out of the robot body, I don't know, her boyfriend or something, and she just lasers your ass to death. Yeah, that's what EDEF does. So it's just annoying, and her damage is so sustainable, insane. Okay, Esmeralda. Okay, she used to be in the meta. You Mobile Legends player know, but she kind of dropped. She has a lot of counters now, especially like carry, all those kind of like maybe even God can counter her if she's using it right. As long as she gets CC'd a lot, she's just gonna die. So I think A. I recommend you play her maybe as EXP, I guess. Don't ever play a jungler or room. She's not good for this season. Okay, Estes. Oh my god, SS. Alright. Oh my god. I'm just getting PTSD from just saying his name. Alright, playing Estes. If you play Estes on my team, I love you so much. But if you're playing Estes for the enemy team, just leave me alone, okay? Every time I try to kill somebody that is low health, boom, back to max HP. I just don't get this guy. Alright, this guy is just way too overpowered. And you know what's best? You try to run away, he has his second skill for you. And the worst part is it does some damage. Oh my god. This guy is just crazy. He's just one of the best supports in game. And he's gotten to the point where people ban him in rank. That's how you know that this support is bad. Yes, they ban Estus, alright? Don't even question it. Alright, Eudora, can I put a B? Yes, you are annoying. Freaking, what? 2, 3, 1. Yeah, that is annoying. So, but you are very easily countered. If you're using like Harry Purify, you're just gonna counter you. You don't have a run skill. If you're using Sprint, then you're just gay, I guess. But mostly, I just see Eudora playing players using Flicker. Their main priority is to target the marksman, the low health characters. But if you are in a team fight, then you're just tall gay sister or something. You're just nothing. Alright, for Fanny, oh my god, I'll just complete maybe A, I guess. If you're using Fanny really well, then you're definitely a triple S or something. But if you are... Okay, listen, those pro Fanny players out there, you have to have some level of luck at the first place, right? If early game you just go to the enemy rate buff, after you take your purple buff, and if there's only just one jungler there, then you are lucky. Yeah, you can kill him. Yeah, sure. But if there's a tank there like Kufra, then you're not gonna have a happy time. Alright. And most players, like I see all those montages online, they're just way over leveled, and they're just doing this like freaking 360 no style, no look freaking shit. I don't know what the hell it's called. Yeah, basically it's just basically luck. Alright. If the enemy team is really good, you're gonna struggle, and Fanny is not really good if you're in mythic rank. Have you like seen... I mean, if you're really good and you're lucky and the enemy doesn't have like a Kufra or maybe, you know, high CC characters like Franco, then yeah, good luck for you, good job. But if they have it, then you are gonna have a hard problem. Like those pro Fanny players, they do have those moments, right? But yeah, you guys are really good. I respect you guys. So yeah, Fanny is going to A, but if you're playing really well, triple S. Alright. Okay, so for Faramis, Faramis is definitely a SS, right? I don't know why the supports are so freaking good in this game. Okay, for Faramis, his ultimate is just so freaking... And if you ever see Estus and Faramis play together, just know that they are like gay or something. Just look at them. They look the same. They look the same. Alright? And yeah, his ultimate is crazy. And also one more thing I hate about him is his passive. Like imagine you just kill the guy and see finally it's a team report and responds in like what, 1 second. Like boy, just did it. And the worst part is he has a lot of damage. He's a mage. He does crazy amounts of damage, and he can like what, 2-shot your MM with his first skill. Yeah, it's just insane. So I think I'll put it at triple S or double S, I guess. If you want to put him triple S in your own opinion, then yeah, he's in triple S. Again, how about Florine? No, Florine's just S, man. Okay, you know what? She's not that S. She's not that S. Maybe I put her at C. Okay, I have some mercy for her. So if you're playing Florine, she just helps the team do a little bit of damage and just heals the team. That's all she does. And maybe just stun a little bit, I guess. So it's just a mid character. So Franco, okay, I just put it at S. That is if you're good, or maybe at A, okay. If that's if you're good. If you're hooking really well, then yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? But if you are okay, listen. If you can't hook, that's fine. The annoying part about you is your ultimate. Let's be honest here. And even those noob players will get a couple of like 1 to 2 hooks on your team, whether it's your tank or it's your MM. He will hook one of you eventually. So, and in team fights, he's just gonna run after your MM. And you know how fast this motherfucker moves. This guy moves like Usain Bolt. So yeah, this guy is just definitely an A on the S. So yeah, but he's not triple S. If you see him alone in a team fight, he's gonna die. You see him walking so slowly, oh help me team, I'm dying. And he's just gonna die. He's just gonna look like the most pathetic motherfucker ever, so yeah. A. Freya, I have not seen a Freya for a very long time. Sustainable damage, but in endgame is also really good. I'm just gonna play A, I guess. But you got, ever since the new revamp with your CC skills and everything, I think you deserve an A. I'm not really gonna talk much about Freya because she's boring. So okay, Gato Kacha, he's a really good tank. Don't put it in S. His ultimate and teamfight proficiency is just insane. His second skill is so annoying. He just say make you horny for me, and you're just gonna run after him. I mean, look at this guy. This guy looks like he came out from like what? I can't see anything. So yeah. Okay, so moving on, Gata Gacha has a lot of CC. First skill is slows enemies down, and the second skill just freaking taunts them, I think. Yeah, the word is taunt, not horny, it's taunt. Okay, so it just taunts him, and it's just really annoying. He's one of the great things out there. Okay, Glue, definitely cheaper ass. Oh my god, this guy's so annoying. This guy has so much regeneration, CC, damage too, so yeah, this guy's just insane. This guy is so proficient in team fights. That's why you ban Glue, he's just so high damage. Next season they're definitely gonna do something about Glue, that's for sure. 100%. So, okay, if you don't believe me, just try to not ban Glue and you see, you either are having a really great time or you're just gonna break your phone or something, I don't even know. Okay, so what's next is God. I'm gonna play a B. God has really high damage. His passive for the true damage is insane. But the problem with him, okay, you know what, I'm gonna play A, why not? Because you deserve A. Okay, what happens if I put it here? Okay, I know how. Okay, so if you're playing God, your positioning is good. Wow, you're a really good character. But problem is you don't have a lot of movement, and you're probably gonna get ganked. Especially like the other mages, like, you know, Eudora. The only difference you make is you have a lot of proficiency in team fights. Your ultimate and true damage just completely wipes out Eudora. So I'm giving you an A. Okay, Granger is an S. If you have, I see him playing as even jungler ever since like he got the new jungle item, or I don't know what the hell it's called. He's been really good. So I'm just putting an S. It's nothing much to talk about. If you aim well and you play Granger well, you're going to do well. But if you're gonna like wait until end game, then you're probably gonna lose, cause in game damage you're just gonna buy the right items to counter you and you're just useless. And most likely there's gonna be 2mm, but if there's, I don't know, your team setup sucks and you're just gonna lose. If you want to play Granger as a jungler, you better end the game fast, like within 10 minutes or something. Don't put until 50 minutes. Then you just freaking lose the whole game. That was the point of playing jungler. Okay, moving on. Grok, double S. This guy's insane. Movement speed, damage. What is his second skill? His second skill is the wall. Yes, the wall. The Great Wall of China. Yes, Grok is insane. And his ultimate does so much knockup and damage and CC at the same time. So this guy is an SS. I'm not gonna even, there's nothing much to talk about Grok. This guy is so proficient. He just runs into a team fight and somehow the tides have changed. You are winning suddenly. This guy CC is just insane. And I've seen a couple of good Grok players out there. They are just really good. And they just changed the whole type of the freaking team fight. So yeah, and Guinevere, I'm gonna play A. Why not? A is pretty good. Guinevere has a lot of CC, damage, magic retribution, and all that. But I don't see her as a jungler. EXP, she's really dominant in EXP. She can just, you know, second skill you, basic attack, dash away, and yeah. By the time you're half HP and she already got her ultimate, then you're gonna die. She's really good. If you're playing her really well, woo, sexy. But at the end game, she's not really. I mean, if you're really good at end game and you can see really well, you know, maybe she can be an F. You never know, but she get killed easily. So okay, Gushen, I could play maybe an S or A. Okay, A. Cause Gushen, if you're a really good player, yeah, but you still get countered if you maybe they buy Radiant armor, or you know, they have like if you're going against like Nana or something, you're just gonna have a really hard time. You must have a really good group composition. You know, I'll put you at S because the damage is really good. And if you're playing really well in early game fights, the MM is just gonna suffer on you, and I think that really just is a turning point of the game. Once you start getting around like 4 kills within 5 minutes, you're just gonna dominate, that's for sure. Your damage is insane. So okay, Hanabi, I just compare. Okay, Hanabi is really good, but I think I'm gonna put you at B because, you know, your shield. Yes, you have NTCC, but your shield runs out really quickly, and if you're using, even if you're using IGIC, it doesn't last forever, okay? It lasts for like what, 3 to 5 seconds. And look at this guy. This guy is looking at Hanabi. He knows what's up, and you guys know why. I'm not gonna explain why Hanabi is at B, okay? She has high damage, yes, but she gets ganked easily, man. She doesn't have a blink. So okay, Hanzo is A. He is very annoying, high damage, but he's very easily countered, especially Hilda, or maybe all those Gushen also can even counter Hanzo, all those jump characters, or even Aldous can counter him. So yeah, the best he can do is just make you annoyed and steal your buff and press spin. Hey, I'm so funny, I just steal your buff, but you're still gonna lose. So yeah, and endgame your damage is just stupid. So okay, Harry, if I should put maybe an S. Okay, ever since Harif has been playing in EXP lane, he has just been insane. Damage also very good. I think people have forgotten how good Harif is. Harry's damage is so persistent, especially using his ultimate, and his team fight damage, holy shit, you can't kill this guy. This guy has like unlimited shields. His damage is crazy for second skill, and his first skill just what, he does like 1000 damage per hit. And not saying his passive just resets his skill to like basically unlimited cooldown, and this guy is just really good. So go ahead, S. Maybe even SS, you know? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay, it's my personal opinion. Okay, Harley, I'll put you at S. Harley, if you're playing really well, I think if you have even an average player of Harley plays really well, you just have to ulti, throw a deck of cards in their asshole, and yeah, boom, they're dead. So yeah, but in endgame, I'm not gonna play at like SS, cause you know in endgame your damage is just like meh. You can just buy radiant armor and you're just useless. I mean, not really useless, but you know what I mean. Okay, Hayabusa, my ninja. Yeah, it'll be at SS. His farming strategy is really good, and his damage is just whoa, insane. His damage is sexy, this guy. And even in endgame, his damage is kind of consistent, I think, most probably. Okay, Hyuda, I'm gonna be at A. Okay, Hyuda is a character that you don't really want to go against as a jungler. If you're playing really well, I've seen Hyuda's dominating games before, don't get me wrong. But Hyuda in endgame, let's say if you're going against MM, Nathan, Carry, all those characters just counters you, so A. But you're a really good roamer and you are a pain in the ass if you're going against you in EXP. Really pain in the ass. Hilo is a good player at A. Yeah, you are tanky, but you can only stun. You can only do like ring of hope around you that like it's so small. It's like my social circle is so small, and your ulti just makes you run faster. So yeah, it's alright. Irito, I could be an S or maybe even triple S. Estus, oh my god, why did I just say Estus? Okay, Irito damage is just insane endgame. And early game, yeah, your damage might not be that good, but if with a good tank and you secure kills early game, you're just gonna dominate. And you also have this sprint skill. I see Irito uses. If you're using Irito, please use sprint. You're just so fast and you just do a lot of damage. And inclusive of endgame, your damage in the endgame is also very, very good. So yeah, double S, not triple S, of course you can get hooked or something. Jawhead, S. This guy just does way too much damage. I've seen Jawhead Junker, he just annoys me. I've like died like what 13 times to him. This guy just freaking first skill, second skill, ulti you, second skill again, and you're dead. His damage is crazy, and you know what he likes to do? He likes to hide in bushes, and he just ambushes you. So Tiger is gonna hate this guy because he hides in bushes, but whatever. So okay, Johnson. Johnson is so annoying. I can put you an S, or maybe even okay, you know, an A. Johnson is only good if you're playing with like maybe if you're dominating and your hyper is in there. Yeah, and also he's very good at stopping minions or like surprise team fights or surprise gank. This guy is really awesome for that. But if he's alone, then yeah, he's just gonna get kicked in the butt. Alright, for Karita, I'm gonna be an S. Your damage is insane, you have a lot of CC, movement, and your passive is so stupid. It's so stupid. 70% back your health. It's like basically you didn't have the team fight at all. Yeah, and your damage is just crazy. Like if you're going against like I don't know, Nathan, she can even counter carry sometimes if you're playing really well. And her damage for ultimate is just boom. It just explodes. It's explosive damage, it's burst damage. And she's really very good for that. But the only counter is so is Franco and CC, so yeah, but Kadita, other than that, really good pick. Kogura, I've never seen a Kogura player for so damn long. I'm gonna be an S because the damage is very good. You have a CC, you have an anti-CC skill. You can get out of team fights really easily. And if you're playing really well, holy shit, you are going to dominate. Kogura is very good. But you can get countered though. Maybe, you know, multiple CCs or that. Or maybe enemy far range attacks. Because you have to really aim your umbrella. And most characters like with fast moves be like maybe Carry or you know Moskov or Mia. Yeah, Mia should chase counter you. So yeah, be an S. Kaja, oh my god, just get in the SS. This guy as a roamer, I don't know why people are not banning him. Like every time I play with Kaja, I win. This guy is just really good. He has high damage. His ulti just makes you want to cry, and his second skill just makes you eat balls up his ass. So triple S. It's not even a debate. This guy is just way too annoying, and he does a lot of damage too. So he can secure you early game kills. This guy is just basically like spoon feeding you kills. So just, if you pick this guy, you're lucky. You're a lucky chap. Nobody really plays Kaja these days. I don't even know why. Karina just gonna be an S. High damage, you know, Why can't I put it here? Okay. Okay, Karina is high damage. But in endgame you're kinda sucky, so I'm just gonna be an S, but you can really dash through enemies and you know your ulti reduces by a bunch if you kill an enemy. So, or just instantly resets if you kill the enemy, alright? Don't even ask me why. But she's really good. Okay, carry, just get out of the game. Just get out of the game. Every time I play carry, I either end up with 20 kills, 0 death, or what? 19 kills, 1 death. She's just insane. Just, what is her passive and her freaking attack speed is crazy. She just shreds tank, like, that tank became like what, a mage. She just ban her, man. People ban her, and if you don't ban her, then you're just asking to lose. Unless you are really good at early game ganking and she doesn't get any gold, then you're lucky. But if you survive until end game, then you're just gonna lose. It's basically like you're just playing a losing game if you're not killing her, and most likely the enemy tank is gonna babysit her and you're just gonna lose. So yeah, Khalid. Oh my god, this guy. Okay, no racism intended, but okay, Khalid is really good. Regeneration for second skill, insane. Ultimate CC, insane. First skill damage, insane. But you know I'm gonna be an ass. He does get countered easily though. He doesn't have a runaway skill except for his ultimate, but most likely he's gonna waste the ultimate. I mean, they will waste the ultimate, but if you're going against like maybe Daraf, you're just gonna lose. You're going against Lapu, it's gonna be a hard fight. You don't really do that much damage in endgame. Endgame, you're just gonna play as a tank. So yeah. Okay, Hellcat. I'm just gonna put A. Hellcat don't even normally play jungle Hellcat anymore. I don't think so. I mean, damage in early game is really insane, but when it comes to the end game, like I said, like even mid game, and people just buy the correct items to counter you, and you get CC'd, then yeah, you're just strictly useless again. So Kufra could be a SS. Kufra is so insane. His CC, his damage too, and you can't do anything. He's a straight counter to most dash characters, like Joy, Fanny, all those kind of characters. Wow. And his knockout is also insane. I think they buff his knockout. If you are going against for a ganking, or if you are trying to, you know, CC the tank or enemy. Okay, why do I say CC the tank? I say like CC enemy MM or whatever that is. Yeah, he's just insane, really insane. Okay, Kimei. Could be a B, you suck, man. Kimei just shoot balls. Damage is okay, but in team fight you really need to be close because your range is pathetic and you're just probably gonna die a stupid death. So yeah, let's play an S. You know, playing Lancelot really well, he does a crazy amount of damage, and he just dashes around the map if you're playing really well. But if you're playing shitty, then you're just gonna die. There's nothing much to talk about Lancelot. Lancelot, yeah, he's even good at endgame. Endgame, because he doesn't really need to care about like your CC or anything. He just dashes in through minions to kill your MM or your mage. So yeah. Oh my god, this guy is such freaking. Oh my god, this guy go SSS. This guy is insane. I mean, you know what? Double S. This guy will dominate your EXP lane, and once he goes into a team fight, he's so hard to kill. Damage consistency is insane, and yeah, that's pretty much it. His overseas is also insane. His shield is insane. His damage is just crazy. I will not be shocked if he gets nerfed. His first skill damage is so very stupid. He does like what, 1/4 of your health, and if you're going against early game with him, he's just gonna dominate your lane. Layla, I'm gonna put a C. There's no literally S characters here, right? Okay, so C, because Layla, you know, I don't even talk about Layla. Layla is the easiest character to talk about. Okay, Lemma is a triple, otherwise S. Lemma as a jungler is insane. I've tried Lemma jungle, he's just really good. Damage is really good there, and his CC also is there. If you're in a team fight and let's say somehow enemy is like what, 30% HP, you're just gonna win the fight. Your damage is just crazy, you're just gonna tear through them. So yeah, I don't really see a bad side to him. He could be a triple S, but so far, yeah, that's it. Moving on to Leslie, I just go A because Leslie just get ganked easily. You just go invisible and you just like explode your balls in front of enemies. That's all you can do. But once you finish all that, you're just gonna die. Yes, your damage, your true damage is really good, but players can counter you, like maybe Blink, like Lancelot. Oh my god, your greatest nightmare, huh? What's up? Again, Kadita can counter you, Karina can counter you, this Harley can counter you, Gushon can counter you. A lot of counters for you, right? So just basically don't play him. Okay, Link, I could play an S. Damage is super sustainable. If you're a really good Link player, you can definitely go here or even here. Okay, definitely not here, definitely not here, but it could be double S. I'm definitely gonna put you at S because you can get counter easily. if enemy has CC, and if you are gonna first pick Link, then of course they're just gonna pick counters for you, like Kufra, you know, Selena, so all these kind of characters, they're just gonna try to counter you, and yeah, damage is really good. That's why you are S. Your movement is also really good. That's why you are S. But you are S because you can get countered easily by CC characters, so yeah, nothing much to talk about. Lolita is, she could be an S, but I gotta put an A because, you know, without her shield or without her ultimate, she's just basically useless. She does quite a lot of damage. She can absorb a lot of people ultimate like Cyclops. She's really good. Just gonna be an S, why not? Damage is insane. Ulti is insane. You know, okay, you know what? Nah. Her dash distance is too short. She can get killed really easily. If you miss your combo and ultimate, you're just gonna die. HP is not really that tanky, I guess. Most tanks can definitely be better than you. I'm sorry to those Lolita users out there, but most tanks will definitely outplay you. I don't really see a Lolita out there, except for my bro playing her. I mean, sorry, gender equality. My bad. But you know what I mean. Okay, Lunox, I could be at they could be double S, because her damage is just insane. Early game damage crazy, and mid game damage crazy, and also she's so annoying to kill, very hard to kill, very volatile. But once she exhausts her skills, her ultimate, then that's her bad part. She can't really escape. She can just like walk away and just hope for the best that you don't jump her or see her hiding in the bush or something. So yeah, okay, Lord E, I think she's gonna be an S. Lord E has a lot of damage, definitely in early game, a lot of CC control, and in the team fight she's just one of the best. Ultimate also is very good for ganking. But problem is, she does have shield and mover speed, but she gets ganked easily, so S. Lilia, oh my god, I think I'm gonna be an S too, or maybe even A. You know, I'll put you at A. A is not bad. A, damage is sustainable. Ulti, you can counter easily though, just be honest. Even a Silong can kill. So yeah, damage endgame is very good, but if you get stunned by Silong or something, you're just gonna die. Even Silong can counter you. Silong can counter you, Lilia. Don't be sad about it, alright? Martis. Okay, Martis is really good, but I'm gonna pay double S because you really need to be very lucky in early game. Like, you need to be able to kill a lot of people to be dominating. But if you're even going to late game, then you're just dead mid. But in early to mid game, you need to be really dominating. You really have to get kills to get going. If you're not getting any kills, you're just lazing around farming. You're just gonna be the most useless motherfucker out there. But you're on a double S because the damage is sustainable. You got good CC, ultimate damage is a lot, and you can just keep using ultimate if you're using it right. Second skill can solve all CC, which is just stupid, but yeah, sure. Masha A. Or maybe an S, maybe. Masha, okay, Masha is very good as a side laner. She pushes turrets without you knowing. She does a lot of damage, and if your MMs alone, they're probably gonna die in Masha 1v1. She has freaking 3 health bar. I don't know what made Moonton think that was a good idea, but yeah, they made it. And you know what's the best part? She has a skill that makes enemy cannot attack, and they need to go back to get their weapon or something. What if you're using Cho, huh? Does he just lose his hands and start walking like a penguin? I don't even know. But yeah, Masha is just annoying. Masha definitely can be an S, and her damage, wow, insane. Matilda double S. Matilda is just very good. She provides if she provides a very good situation in case you're losing a team fight and your hyper or MM needs to get out of that situation. She can just press the dash skill and boom, she's out. And also, I wouldn't say her damage is very good, but what makes her a double S is because she has a lot of shield, a lot of movement, very hard to kill, and also she's one of the best supports in the game. So Matilda definitely double S. We're not triple S damage. So okay, Melissa is a A. Melissa is meh, but she's really good in early game. End game too, very good, but a lot of MM can counter you. Or if the team gonna like, you know, jump or CC on you, then yeah, you're basically okay. Then if you wanna play for Minotaur, I don't know why Minotaur you're adopting him. Minotaur is really good for S because his damage is just wow. His damage is damage is pretty good. Damage is pretty good, especially during his rich period. And also his CC is very long, and the area is huge, which is very good for team fights. And he's encouraged or something to heal your team. That's also very good. But after he exhausts his skills, he's just basically a jumping bull. So not really that useful. Minsota, okay. Minsota right now, I'll put him at A. But if you look at the revamp, then you understand. I'm not gonna talk about him. If you're playing Mobile Legends, you should know about the revamp. You should just go look at maybe like Elgin from YouTube. He shows Minsata's new revamp. He's gonna be definitely an SS or something, that's for sure. Okay, Mia is A, easily countered. But her damage is insane at in-game, but if you are getting ganked or 1v2, you're definitely gonna lose. You are dependent on it. You know what, maybe I'll put your S, because you do have the CC skill. You do have the stun, or I don't know what it's called, the freeze or immobilize? Yeah, immobilize I think. So we'll put an S. I don't really want to talk about Mia, just look at her. I don't want to talk about sluts. Alright, so Moskov definitely an S too. Moskov huge damage early game, maybe even a double S if you're playing him really well. So definitely one of the best MMs out there. Damage is insane end game. So yeah, I've been against him a couple of times. Those good players, yep, really good. Oh, Nana is an S. That's for sure. Because Nana's freaking what's it? Nana's freaking ultimate does huge amount of damage. Molina freaking immobilize you for like 1.2 seconds or something. And first skill does insane amount of damage if you're buying like lightning nutrition. Oh my god. She does some insane damage. So definitely S, but she gets killed easily. Like you think Molina is gonna save you, but nah. Molina, she's just easily cute. Molina doesn't even matter if you have flame shot, then she just did too. Okay, Natalia, go play A. I don't even want to talk about Natalia. Natalia she just goes invisible, steals above, does quite a lot of damage. If you're playing really well, you're lucky, then yeah, good for you. But in endgame, you're just useless. Nathan, double S. Nathan just rips through tanks. You don't understand how good Nathan is. I think people are adopting how good Nathan is. His ultimate is just insane. The amount of speed, the amount of precision he has. Let's just say carries line. But yeah, he's just really good. Damage wise, insane. Okay, Odette is gonna be A. Odette, yes, you have huge damage, but in the endgame you're just kind of particularly useless. The only reason I give you A and not B is because you have high damage in mid and early game. So yeah, good for you. Paquito definitely S or double S. I think I'm gonna put it at double S. Paquito has huge damage input, huge CC, and huge movement speed. You're telling me this guy is not good? If you're telling me this guy is not good, then you're playing the wrong game, man. Paquito is insane. Double S. He does a huge amount of damage even in endgame, and in endgame he can even play as a tank. Just replace it and do damage at the same time. Fasa, double S. Sorry, you go here, man. Double S. No questions, damage is huge. Stun period too, and even in endgame he can just delete MM mages, and he just she just basically clears a battlefield and does huge amount of damage. So Phobias, C. Phobias is just terrible. Phobias, he just sucks. I don't even want to talk about him. Okay, Popo is a S. If you are playing solo, play Popo. If your tank is not gonna help you, then your little doggy will. She can really dominate MM in early game, but if you're talking about end game, then maybe it's otherwise. But the dog is gonna be a huge help for you. Definitely an S. Huge damage too by Popo, so definitely an S. Rafaela is A. She can regenerate. Ulti is really disturbing. Can stun you for quite a long period of time, but her passive is not really that good. Cause you can ask those Rafaela players out there, you rarely get kills with the ultimate. But if you get it, then yeah. But she's an A. She can easily, and she's just basically gonna feed if she's playing badly. Roger, A. I'm sorry, man. Roger has just get countered easily. If he doesn't really get the early game farm or early game goal and he gets ganked easily early game, when he dies quite a lot of times in early game, he's just gonna be sucky. And even if you are playing really good and you try to like, let's say if you try to rush towards a team fight, you're just gonna get caught in the middle and CC to death. So yeah, if you are playing really good and they don't really have much CC, then you have a high chance of winning. So good for you. Ruby S. Oh my god, she's so insane. Okay, her lifesteal is the one that makes her annoying, and CC. Each time she uses her skill, she gets CC. Just imagine that. Each time, not CC, she gets like health restoration. What is it called? Lifesteal. Yes. Each time she uses a weapon, lifesteal. Like what the hell? And imagine using like Oracle. Oh my god. Yeah, just S. I'm not gonna talk much, but yeah, she's in team fight. She's super good. She can just like hook up your whole team, and yeah, GG. Okay, S for Saber. Saber is really good, but if there's like an enemy tank there, or you know, another teammate, yeah, Sable's not gonna be that good. But yeah, if the enemy are like all over the place, then you have a chance of winning. Selena just play S too. You're not really that good. But if you're playing really well, then you have to play a double S. But she can play room too. But I don't really see her playing a jungler anymore. She just sucks now. And she sucks as jungler, not as an overall character. Her stun period, if you're aiming really well, holy shit, you are very good. Your damage endgame is also insane. I've seen her deleting tanks like Grok. She's insane. Sylvana, A. Sylvana, I'll give her an A because, you know, she has high damage, but in endgame she's just, you know... But in early game she does a huge amount of damage, so just A, but... She's not really very sustainable. Sun, I'll give it an S. He can rip through tanks and he pushes through it very well. He's basically a multitasker. That's why people play him as jungler. He can get his turtle really fast. He can get his lord really fast. I mean, basically, well, it's a monkey. Okay, just a monkey. Okay, moving on. Terisla, I give you an A. Terisla, he used to be in the meta, but ever since the nerf, he's just meh. He's just okay. His first skill is very annoying. With the mover speed boost after he hit a target successfully. Yep, that's annoying. Second skill damage also does crazy, and his passive is so insane. But I just find that his ultimate is kind of useless now. I mean, it does pull people, but you can just blink away from that. So yeah, and I think they made it smaller, I think, for his ultimate. Yeah, so it's not really that good. He used to be really good though, so don't get me wrong. Tamus F. He's so high in terms of like, what do you call, he's very high in terms of HP and damage also. He's very consistent. He doesn't have huge burst damage, but as you gradually fight him and you see your HP slowly going down and he's still like what max HP, then you're just gonna realize you fucked up. I mean, look at him. He looks like a street guy out of my mom's booty hole or something. Okay, Tiger, B. Tiger's just really bad. He gets his ulti counted a lot of times. First skill terrible. Second skill is pretty good in early game, but right now he's just terrible. I'm sorry. Uranus, B2, terrible. Yeah, he's very good, damage sustainable, but in endgame he's just useless. He's just a walking Trinity or something. He's just not that good. Valentina, oh my god. I'm gonna put a double S. Valentina ultimate, very good. And also her damage is also insanely strong. And her dash is also very good. So if you want to gank her, do not. She's just gonna dash away and pretend nothing ever happened. Okay, Veil could be an S. Damage is huge and movement speed is insane. That's why most players hate you so much. You just move too fast. Especially Franco players, they just hit you. That's why they try to target you. Damage is insane, and if you're using the right item, make sure you use second skill for knockup and ultimate for high damage. Second skill, ulti, first skill. Run away. Just like a Eudora. Huge damage. But the only thing that is different from you and why you're a better version than Eudora is because you have movement speed. Yes, and where's Eudora? Yeah, B chilling here. Okay, so okay, Villa is definitely a double S. Double S because you have just so much CC, unlimited fireballs if you aim properly, and your ulti just cancels all CC. So yeah, you are basically ungankable. So good job, man. You can just push enemies away if they're trying to gank your MM or anything. He plays really well in Room 2. He's still one of the best characters out there, even despite minor changes to him or whatever. Okay, Vexana, what's up? You're definitely in double S. Ever since her miniature lot and her damages came out after that, oh my god, she can just one-shot your MM. And even if you're trying to gank her, she just second skills you and it does a huge amount of CC. So definitely double S, but not triple S cause you know, after she uses a lot, you can just ignore the lot and just dive her. But that's really the case, she just runs away after that. Okay, 1-1. Triple S. Ulti is too painful. Damage is also really good wise, and okay, yeah, her ultimate is also does huge damage, especially in early game or end game also. But if you're going against like a tank, then GG, you need to figure a way out of that. But she's definitely very good if you're playing her well. Xavier gonna be an S. You know what? Could be an F. Xavier could be a double S, honestly. Xavier, why? Because his damage is huge and his ultimate is like what? He's basically a ripoff of Moskov. I think they're running out of ideas for heroes because they cannot copy Riot or anything. They cannot copy League of Legends anymore. So they are just gonna make a ripoff of Moskov again. They're gonna copy their own stuff. So yeah, this match is actually really good. I do enjoy playing Xavier a lot. His damage is crazy. Early game CC is crazy also, and he's one of the best in team fights. So yeah. Xbox, he used to be so good, but he's at A now. You know why? His damage is so inconsistent now and he just gets his shield destroyed easily. And if you're going against Sun, or you're just a normal laner, maybe you have a chance against Aldous, but if you're going against that Balmond, Freya, even Guinevere, you see all those kind of fighters in early game, yeah, you're just gonna lose very hard. But in end game right now, you're just gonna not take as much damage from your ultimate anymore, because you're just gonna have full stack defense or something. Okay, Yin, I'm gonna play at S. Yin is very annoying. That's one thing for sure. But you can get dodged easily, and you must be really fat in early game to be able to win. If not, then yeah. But your damage is good. Damage is good, and if you play really well, I think you are very dependable. But in team fight, what can you do? You just take one enemy away, and yeah, that's all. And if you're gonna lose that fight, you're just gonna die, because there's gonna be like what, five or four. Oh wait, 3 more enemies waiting outside for you just to like kill you after that. So yeah, it must really be a 1v1 situation to really have a good advantage. But if you're in a team fight, then you're just kind of useless. Okay, Isanshin, WS. Huge damage, very good jungler, and yeah, his ultimate just basically a free map hack. And he also has this boat thing, I don't know what it's called. He just looks like a Chinaman that came out of prison. So, WS. Huge damage though, and if you're using his passive correctly, he's one of the best characters. Yuzhong S definitely, because he has good CC and his passive is also insane. If you are really doing him well, then yeah, very good. But if they have a lot of like Cho, if you're going against Cho, you can just dodge your freaking lookup skill, and yeah. And also in your dragon form, you're very tanky in endgame. Endgame you're very durable also, so go ahead put it as not triple S because, or double S, because you can be double S but not triple S, definitely not. Because you can get countered by MM, you can get CC, or people can just dodge your skills or attack you from far, so most people will just run away from you if you ever go against Yuzhong, so and he only can jump at you, he can't do anything much. Okay, Yif, oh my god, Yif is a double S. She's just so proficient in playing in rank. She got a free chessboard. She just click them, and they just die. Huge damage, and also a range for her second skill is also insane. First skill gives her a movement boost, so it's basically a get the fuck out of here skill. She uses that first skill on you and she's just gone. She moves really fast, and ultimate does huge amount of damage and slows down. Very good in team fights. And second skill just annoys the fuck out of you. So okay, talking about Zaz. Zaz is the ass. Zaz, he used to be really good, but right now he has a lot of counters. People can just shred through his monster, his big monster, his big dong. Yeah, he can just shred through that. And yeah, this is just pretty much it. He has huge damage though, that's very good. But people should just stay away from him. You just run away from him. Nothing much you can do about it. And so long. What's up, my buddy? Gonna put a C. Because you can just dump. Okay, maybe get A. Okay, fine. No, B. Nah, you don't deserve A. Your ulti is useless. I mean, you are very good at endgame, but you just, you can just kill one character, but if you can just rush in your team fight, you're just gonna get CC and you're just gonna die. Okay, so that's just pretty much everything. Okay, Fredrin. If you are still here in the end of the video, Fredrin is definitely a double S. Reason is why is because he has such a very good ultimate, and he has a lot of knockup skills and taunt too. But in endgame, he's just a very tanky guy, I guess. And most probably people like Alpha, Belleric, or even Joy, you can just take your damage. Even Dareth can take your damage. So Fredrin is not really that good. Who else is there in the game? I think that is it. Fredrin is one. Yeah, I think that's it. So that is the end of the video, and this is the tier list I did for Mobile Legends. So if you enjoyed the video, then leave a like. If not, I'll come to your house. I know your IP. I'm just kidding. Just please like my video. I'm struggling. Thank you so much. I love you guys. See you.